I see you moving in a new direction here as things are starting to evolve in the scenery around you. And I'd love to get a little bit more information on this energy and what we can see here. Wow, some fiery energy for sure. Yeah. But I see you being really resilient and driven at this time, really motivated and standing in your power. And I also see you being able to kind of pull out the best case scenario, really being able to stay focused on what's positive at this time. It looks like there may be some situations or some energies that have been around you in the past that potentially were causing a little bit of constraint, something that was preventing you from being able to act as your authentic self. But you're moving into a more fiery, actionable energy at this time of being able to break those binds and really move upward. I'm hearing onward and upward. So maybe you're even in a little bit of a time right now of getting ready to relocate, or you're in a time of moving up financially, moving up in your career. But I'm definitely getting a vibe of improving your life and improving your quality of life in your living situation, certainly at this time. And it's being motivated by this realization of this need to kind of be strong, be resilient, and release what is no longer helping you to reach your highest good. Certain types of situations and relationships that sometimes feel like they're starting off in a supportive way, but then eventually get into a space of codependency. And I see you really kind of seeing past that at this time. Getting to a place of reconnecting with your joy, reconnecting with what truly makes you happy and what fills up your cup before you start filling the cups of the other people around you. Because this energy here is definitely the energy of something that could potentially have gotten to a point of being draining. I just heard the word siphoning in my mind. So, yeah, this could have been something that started off feeling like it was really positive and like it was very reciprocal, but then it got to a point of taking more of your energy than you were getting back out of it. And this could be a multitude of types of situations that we're speaking on here. You will know what it is for you, and you will know, especially because you've been recently in a time of realization, of seeing through the illusion there and being able to really formulate a plan on how you're going to safely move past this without really burning any bridges, but being able to take action in a way that positions you in a more favorable way, and being able to realize that sometimes the things that people say are going to, in the moment, be hurtful, but you've built up a little bit of a shield around yourself of getting to a point where it's not really changing your opinion of yourself, right? Because you are firm in your inner knowing and firm in your self awareness. And at the bottom of the deck here, we see the veil. So, yeah, this is definitely giving the vibe right now of being able to kind of see through any illusions, being able to get a little bit of a better perspective of what is really going to be beneficial to you moving forward. So, that's very interesting. I'd like to see now what else is there for us to be able to pull through about how things are going to proceed moving forward. So, what more can we see about this resolve that you have been building as you're kind of strengthening, thickening your skin, strengthening that barrier? Yeah, you're introspecting. You're in a place of kind of keeping things quiet. All right. I'm getting a lot of like moon energy from this Pisces card. And I'm also getting a little bit of duality as well. You're finding the balance. You're finding the balance, and it's bringing you into a time of really being able to have a little bit of a higher perspective, a more elevated point of view. and you're not allowing it to deter you from being able to continue to progress. You are getting to a point where you're realizing that pursuing your own happiness may put you in a situation as you're changing and evolving where you're having to leave certain situations behind. Whether it's a workplace, whether it's a friend group, maybe even a hobby that's just no longer sparking joy within you, you're starting to realize what is the best use of your time, and you're starting to let those things go. Yeah. You're starting to let those things go into a deeper pursuit of your true passion. You're getting to a point where, as you're moving forward in this energy, you are also able to transmute the things around you that may be coming at you sideways, the things that may be getting in your energy in a way that's not necessarily what you are needing. You're transmuting that. All right? Because you see yourself. This is the mirror here. Because you've gotten to that point on your journey where you're now taking that next level up, and you know yourself, you know who you are, and you know what you want. So you're not allowing these types of offhanded energies to come in and destroy your peace. Yeah, exactly. So you're breaking those binds, and it's causing you to be more productive. It's causing you to go out and find that chosen family. It's causing you to be in a place of being able to have a more harmonious energy and finding the routines that fit with the you that you are at this time. All right. And that's really beautiful because the path is the next card we see at the bottom of the deck, letting us know that this is just another part of the journey unfolding. Once you get to that next level, it's not a plateau. You're going to look around, you're going to take stock of where you're at, you're going to see what it is that you have accomplished and where it is that you're wanting to go. And then you're going to continue to move forward, right? Because there's always going to be that next level up. When one cycle closes, it makes space for another cycle to begin. So, what we're really seeing here is a cycle of some type of codependency, a cycle of push and pull, give and take that reached a point of imbalance, that reached a point of not having equal reciprocity. And you are in that stage of realizing this is no longer serving me. This is not what I have chosen for myself. This is not what I have envisioned for myself. And as the creator of my own life, you see that you have the ability to kind of steer that ship in a different direction. And that's the energy that's moving in. That's the shift that's taking place, that's allowing for this more introspective energy, that's allowing for this deeper type of inner knowing where you're connecting with your more spiritual side, where you're finding those patterns and those routines that actually harmonize with you, that actually bring in more stability and comfort into your life rather than disrupting and rather than draining your energy and draining your joy. You've found the way to really get to the point where you're learning that taking care of yourself is kindness, because you're not able to really give to others if you're pouring from an empty cup, like we kind of spoke about at the beginning. That's a really transformative message for you, and I'm so happy to see that. I love when this card appears because it is really giving you a little bit of a message that you are reaching the end of that part of your journey and that it's time to reflect and take a look at yourself. See what it is about yourself that you're truly grateful for at this time and find a way to illuminate that. I just saw in my mind's eye like the idea of makeup and how makeup shouldn't be used to necessarily alter your appearance always. It can also be used to enhance the features that are already your best qualities, right? So I really see this as a message at this time of being able to be more grateful for yourself, no negative self talk, seeing the things about yourself that you have worked hard on to be able to stand in your best version of yourself, and then also being able to identify where there are areas that you've changed in a way that you're moving past certain types of energies and being able to leave those energies gracefully, right? Which is always a strength, and it takes time. It's something that comes through maturity, and it's something that has come to you now because of where you're at on this journey. Now, this is all really beautiful. I definitely would like to go ahead and kind of close things out today by just pulling a couple of charms. I don't want to go crazy, and this part is just for fun. So if this message has been resonating for you so far, we're just going to get a little bit more guidance. I will see what I can intuit from them and what comes through. All right. Okay. What do we have today? Yeah, the wheel. The wheel keeps turning. This is like a Ferris wheel, so it could be like some fun for someone, but I definitely am seeing that more as like the wheel in tarot, right? And how things are going to continue to evolve and how things are working out for you. And they're going to work out for you, hopefully, in a way that is better than what you expect. When we allow for ourselves to be open and non judgmental, it really allows new energy to be able to come in, and it really allows things to be able to kind of take shape. When there is a little bit of friction and a little bit of stagnancy in the energy, and there's like such a rigid, focused, held belief, it's going to make it more difficult, right? It's going to make it harder for things to kind of shift because we're working against the river. You want to kind of be on like a little tube, like a little donut floating down, going with the flow, okay? Because that's what's really going to allow for you to be able to continue to elevate. And we see here a rose in bloom. There's a little hummingbird coming in. I'm getting like a vibe of pollinating, spreading your ideas, spreading positive energy. I'm also seeing here a message for someone of being fair and balanced, keeping in mind the fact that as you continue to move through life, doing these positive things and acting with good intentions, it's only going to bring back good karma to you. And the opposite is also true, right? So just staying mindful of that and acting from a place of good authenticity. All right. And this has some words on it. Property of Davy Jones. That always reminds me of SpongeBob. But I'm also getting a message here from that I've never thought of before. So this is unique to this reading, of like a little bit more of like a spirit, right? Being able to connect with the spiritual side and being able to call on your angels, call on your guides, connecting with your higher self in those moments where you're on shore, taking time to meditate, okay? The star here. So this is definitely a time of you getting ready to shine because of the way that you're moving out of that other energy, because of the way that you're cutting cords and you're breaking new ground, okay? It's kind of allowing you to dissect your life, dissect your environment. And I'm getting this laptop as like a work energy. You've been putting in the work, right? You've been kind of taking the time to observe. And I'm looking at it here together with this calculator as well, of somebody who's been kind of analytical, somebody who's been working from a place of really making their choices. Yeah, and cutting ties with all that is no longer serving you to be able to present really your best self here. And I'm seeing this here as a very heart centered energy and something that's restoring alignment throughout your system, something that's kind of allowing you, as you've separated from that codependent energy, to kind of reset your nervous system. And it's putting you in a more relaxed state, because I'm hearing jazz music in my mind as I'm looking at this horned instrument here. So it's putting you in a place where you're able to kind of just chill out and enjoy a little bit more of that leisure to kind of stop and smell the roses. I love to see it. That is the message that wants to come through for you today, my friend. And I'm so grateful to be here to give you this message. Even more grateful for you being here to receive it. And I am your friend on this journey, so please do return whenever you feel called to do so, because this space is for you. And until we do see each other in the next one, I hope that you do take good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.